So, this is not what I actually planned, Vlogmas, but as you can see, nature has blessed us with about, I'd say 4 or 5 inches of snow overnight, which means it actually has to be cleared this time, which would be great, except my snowblower won't start. I started it a couple of weeks ago just to make sure it was going to go. It went fine. Now that it's cold and there's actually snow, it's like, nah, I don't wanna. I keep trying it periodically, but until then, it's back to the old-fashioned method, which makes me a little bit sad. But it could be amusing for you guys, so I'm going to set you up and let you laugh at me as I push snow around for a little while. All right, well, just be happy that it's not you guys out here shoveling. This is nowhere near as much fun as snow blowing. Well, it's done. This is one of those days when I not only regret the snowblower not starting, which I do deeply regret that, but I also regret how far back I live from the actual road. Thankfully, my son came out and helped me finish it up, but it's such a long driveway to do by hand, especially. But it's done. Now, with any luck, it won't snow again. She says, knowing full well that I live in the UP of Michigan. It's gonna snow again. But at least we have a nice clear driveway. And I feel like I earned my hot chocolate today. I'm not sure how much my shoulder is going to hate me tomorrow, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. And now what I gotta do is go check the mail. I do love that the main road is nicely plowed, you know? Which is an advantage. I don't know what we would do up here if we didn't have our little homeowners association that has one of our wonderful people who the association pays to plow, which is good. Being able to actually make it out to get groceries is a giant bonus that I do not underestimate. I think we got probably 4 inches last night on top of the 3 or 4 we had, which I probably should have shoveled or snowblowed or whatever, but I didn't. You live and you learn. Anyway, the Christmas trees are looking nice, and maybe I'll have enough energy to do the craft that I had in mind to do for today. We'll see later. If I do have a craft, it'll be inserted after this. If not, happy snowy Vlogmas, everybody. All right, well, after my shoveling adventures, I did manage to do a fairly easy craft. And of course, I'm now out of hot glue, so I tried to use Elmer's glue, and that didn't work nearly as well as hot glue would have. But if you can see, we have a minimalist Christmas tree now. I glued some tinsel around the edges, but this one is fun because this one you could literally do with like the littles. You know, you can do with any kids, pretty much any age. Even if you don't want them to do the cutting themselves, it is something that they can have a lot of fun with. And honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. I have some ideas for kind of upscaling it, but I was a little low on supplies. I'm probably going to town either tomorrow, which would be today for you guys. I'm planning on going to town soon, as long as we don't get more snow. Knock on wood, everybody. I would like to make a run to town just to, you know, pick up some glue sticks and, of course, you know, the normal stuff that humans need to exist on a day-to-day basis. But I kind of want to get a few more craft supplies. I thought I had dowel rods, which I want to do with more of these. And I think they would actually look really good hanging. But basically, all you need for these is paint, or if you have little ones that aren't quite up to painting, you could give them a washable marker or crayons, or you could just go with plain white, but you just paint a paper plate, a boring old regular paper plate, paint it whatever color you would like to, and then it's as easy as cutting it in a spiral, which as it unrolls kind of gives you a Christmas tree shape, which I thought was really cool. You could hang little lights on it if you have the little string battery operated lights, which is something I would like to do. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to make several of these and get some dowel rods when I'm in town tomorrow. and just kind of wrap the dowel rods in lights and then maybe do a string of light along the edges. You could also have little paper ornaments that maybe you trace out with cookie cutters, you know, for the little ones. And it's a fun little craft that you can do with your kids. You can do it with your grandkids. You can do it with the nieces and nephews and kind of keep them out of everybody's hair while they are waiting for present opening time or just any sort of holiday thing that you're doing with them. And it's really, really easy. And if they're slightly older kids, well, then they can cut the spiral themselves too. And yeah, just as easy as that. Suddenly, let me see if I can move the camera back so you guys can see it better. It just gives you the idea of a Christmas tree. Or even a windsock. I could see this being a fun craft to do in the summer and do like rainbow colors and just hang them outside. I am holding it in the wrong way, and then I'm going to knock you guys over because I'm a professional YouTuber. Thank you very much. It was a long day. I'm not even kidding. It was a lot of shoveling. I now remember why I was so happy to get the snowblower. And never fear, my wonderful neighbor, once their hand is unwrapped, I think they are unwrapping their hands tomorrow from their surgery. They were saying that they're only going to have just a tiny little incision that can be covered with a Band-Aid. And they're going to come over and look at the snowblower for me. It's probably user error. I attribute darn near everything to user error. Either that or the snowblower just said, it's cold, I don't want to work. Because like I said, I tried it out one time about a month ago. Because that's something that you do when you live up here. If you're smart, you try your equipment and make sure that it works. And it started. So, I don't know. But, I mean, at least I was able to have guilt-free hot chocolate today. I definitely feel like I did a really good workout because I have a very long driveway. And it might have only been 4 or 5 inches of snow, but it felt like about 300 feet. So, yeah. We're going to do some more crafts. I have a really cool craft that I am planning that will be an outdoor decor piece. But that one, I do need a few more supplies from town. It was all sourced pretty much from inside, but then I was like, I want just 1 or 2 other little things that I think will just sort of solidify the whole Christmas thing. Also, I hung lights on our mantle for our fireplace. I like them. So yeah, this is just a very easy craft, but it's one that you can do with the little ones. And I think, honestly, it looks kind of cool. And especially when you put a little bit of tinsel on it, it definitely looks a little bit more like a Christmas tree. Probably would have looked better if I had hot glue and not Elmer's glue and tape, but you get the idea. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope that I amused you at least, even if it's not a craft that you are interested in doing. You know, this is life in the woods. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a thumbs up if you don't mind. It does always make me smile, and I will see you tomorrow.